Hey Fixer family, it's Charmin, and today we are going to be putting together a spring/Easter wreath. Welcome to Fixin 2. I hope that you guys have been enjoying these fun spring projects that I've been doing, and also been taking part in some bonus videos for you and some challenges and collaborations, and I have just been having so much fun. And we have also been super busy over here at Fixin 2 household. I am taking part in the Room of the Month for March with Heidi Sonboul from Happily Thriving Heidi. And if you don't know her channel, honey, I tell you, jump on over there. I will make sure I link her channel down below for you. But she is such a dear friend of mine, and this for the month of March, I am participating with her in this, and I'm going to be doing my kitchen. We've actually already been doing my kitchen, and I am so excited at the way that it is turning out. And I share sneak peeks and kind of a little bit of behind the scenes over on my Instagram. So if you're not following me over there, make sure that you head on over there. I'm at Fixin2AL, and follow me, and that's also where you can kind of connect a little easier with me too. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump on into this cute wreath. Here's what you need from the Dollar Tree is a wreath, and this is a willow wreath that you can find there. We're also going to be using these white and off-white florals, some of these cute Easter eggs, the robin style Easter eggs that they have. We may or may not use these carrots, but I have them just in case I decide to put them in the wreath. We'll be using this burlap ribbon, and like I said, all of this is from the Dollar Tree, except this cute pink buffalo check ribbon that I found at Walmart. It actually goes on a basket, but I think it's super cute. So we're going to take and begin to prepare our flowers first, and you know I like to cut them apart and then use them all over the place. So I'm just going to take these, cut them down, and get them ready to go onto the wreath. Now I also went and found some greenery that I had left over from previous projects, and we're just going to use this as a base to kind of help cover the wreath, but we're going to use that. And then of course I took the little lilac flowers and took the flower heads off, and then I really cut down this Queen Anne's lace and this baby's breath down so that we can then begin to put them into our wreath. So first things first, we're going to grab some greenery and begin to put it around. And this, I kind of had like 5 sprigs, so I'm just going to kind of space it out, putting a little hot glue on the end of it and sticking it down into the middle of those vines there, and just kind of shaping the wire and just putting it in there. And then you want to make sure that you are keeping your greenery and stuff all going in one direction for this particular wreath, and that's what I'm doing here. And I'm going to take this and go directly across from the first piece and just begin to place them. And then we're just going to continue to do that all the way around. Now we're ready to start incorporating our fern, and I just took it and put it in between each of the other greenery that I put on there, and just kind of shaping it. It also had some wire in it as well. And as you put it in and begin to bring it around, you'll kind of notice how things look maybe a little wild, and you may want to tame it a little bit. I just take a little bit of hot glue and stick it on the ends and just kind of tack that down in those places. It's your preference on this as well. Now we're ready to add our flowers, and I started out with the smaller flower first and just doing the same by putting a little hot glue on the end and then sticking them into the wreath. Now this is really, the whole thing is your preference, and I know I say that a lot in my tutorials, but I want you to take the inspiration from what I'm doing and create what you want to see and how you want to place it on there. This just gives you the idea and lets you know that it really is not, it's a very simple process, and you just begin to look at it, and hey, if you don't like it, it's hot glue. It will come off pretty easy. So just pull it off and put it somewhere different and just play with it until you get something that you really love. Now we are ready to place our flowers, and just like the bigger flowers, I should say, and just like the smaller flowers, just put them in maybe the bare spots, in between each baby's breath. It really, again, is what you like and what you would like to see. Now that we have all of our flowers in, we're ready to put our eggs in. And what I like to do is just kind of, before I even glue anything down, I like to take them and place them into the wreath, kind of see where I want them and everything, because I'm also thinking about the placement of our ribbon, our bow at the bottom. And as you can kind of see, that darker green area there is where I'm going to be putting the bow. So I like what I see here. I'm going to go ahead and set it aside still before I glue anything, and I'm going to create our bow. And basically I'm going to grab a little ruler that's 12 inches long, and I'm going to create 5 24-inch pieces of this burlap ribbon. Now, taking these ribbons, I'm going to take 4 of them, 4 of the 5, and we're going to take the ribbon and fold it into thirds and overlapping it about 1 inch, pinching it together there right in the middle to create the 2 loops, and then place it right in my thumb right there. So I'll show you one more time here. I'm going to take a 24-inch piece of ribbon. I'm going to fold it over into like thirds, meeting it there, overlapping it about 1 inch, pinching it together, and then putting it into my thumb. We'll do all 4 pieces just like this. Make sure that you have a piece of wire that is long enough to go around your bow, adding a tail, and then it'll go around the wreath itself to attach it to the wreath. Mine was a little short, so I just had to add another piece of the wire. Now that the bow is done, we are ready to attach our little tail. So we're going to take the 5th piece of 24-inch ribbon, and we're going to fold it in half. And at the ends where the 2 ends meet, we're going to take and fold them in half, long ways. Now this ribbon was giving me the devil here, and so basically just putting them together and folding them over, and then we're going to take our scissors, and on the folded side, from the folded side up to the point, we're going to be cutting a triangle, and that's going to give us our dovetails. So once we have those cut and done, we're going to take and go to the other end where it's in the middle, pinch it together, and then just attach that with the wire that you have already put together on the bow in the back. Now that we have our bow attached to our wreath, we're going to take this cute pink buffalo check ribbon that I found at Walmart, and we're just going to glue this to the center of our burlap bow. I just thought that this was so cute, and it would give it just that little pop of something extra against all of this neutral colors that is in this wreath. So we're going to just glue that down to the center. And then once we get that glued down, I noticed that my tails were just a little too long, so I cut those off and again did our dovetail. And then we're ready to attach our eggs to the wreath. And of course these eggs took just a little bit to hold on to them and press them down and make sure that they got stuck in there really well. But I think it's gonna work out just fine. Now, a little tip that I have for you here, a crafter's tip, is, do you see, I don't know if you guys can tell really well, but you see that my glue is rather short. It's running out, and so it's not really pressing down there. And when you stick the hot glue in the back, I notice a lot of times people have a tendency to have to push on it. If you'll take your glue stick, put a little dab on the end, insert that into where you're loading your hot glue gun, and it will adhere itself to the other glue stick, and then you won't have a problem with it, with having to stop and push it down to make sure that it's grabbing a hold and coming out. Well guys, there you have it, and I think it turned out just adorable. A cute spring Easter wreath. Do you not just love this wreath and how it turned out? I really do. And it not only has the florals that I love for spring, but also the cute Easter eggs and the other just whole aspects of this wreath. And it turned out beautiful. And I'm so excited to display this in my home. Well guys, you are just awesome, and I thank you so much. And don't forget to make sure that you head on over to Instagram and follow me over there so that you can stay up to date on things that are happening behind the scenes over here in the Fixin' 2 household. And also give this video a thumbs up if you really like this, and also comment down below if there is anything that you would like to see happen on this channel. If you enjoyed the bonus video that I did, I'll make sure I link it up here in the iCards if you haven't already checked that out. I did a decorate and clean with me, and it was something that I had not done before, and so I'm so glad to be able to share that with you. I'd like to know your thoughts and your take on that, and if you really enjoyed seeing more of something like that. So you guys have a beautiful and blessed day, and always remember to keep looking up, because that's where it all is. I'll see you on the next video.